Good morning, everyone. Today's actually we're in winter solstice, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about this holiday and festivities that are going on in the northern hemisphere. Excuse me. So let me shrink this down. Okay. And anyways, so I hope everyone is having a good day today so far, December 22nd, and we're just a couple days away from Christmas. So I hope you're all ready or getting ready for this wonderful celebration, which was actually a pagan celebration many years ago. So anyways, the music I'm playing in the background is actually for this holiday. It's a 432 frequency, and it is for the winter solstice. So I thought this was appropriate for today. Anyways, let me see if I can find what I was wanting to share. But so winter solstice, I believe you know, is really it's the shortest day of our year here in the northern hemisphere. I know everything is reversed in the southern hemisphere, but I'm here in Florida, and anyways, this is what I know. But the winter solstice signifies rebirth. It's the shortest day of the year. This is a time to celebrate the increasing light here in the northern hemisphere. I believe it would be different for you. It would be short. It would be, well, it'd be the opposite. So our winter solstice would be your summer solstice if you're watching from the southern hemisphere. So for us, it's the shortest day of the year. It's the ending of the old and the beginning of new. So this is about renewal and return of the light after the longest light, essentially. I know there's huge celebrations in the Celtic and Great Britain areas. Stonehenge, I don't know if it's still occurring now, but I know for many years there were massive celebrations at Stonehenge, and I've seen videos on the Green Man returning, you know, so some wild stuff. Just over the years, things kind of resonate, and you remember. I've not been to one of those celebrations, but if you've been, then maybe you can put in the comments what your experience was while you were there. So anyways, the winter solstice is celebrated across all different cultures, including Native Americans, the Hopi. They have a ceremony welcoming sun spirits, and it's called Soyal, and that's a little bit of what I just read earlier this morning. I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. And But most of the people celebrate with song and prayer and dance, and some don't celebrate, and that's fine. But I think it's whatever your tradition is to honor this time of year and what your traditions are. So whether that's lighting a candle to signify the sunlight, on the longest day of the year, or shortest day of the year, sorry. And but really it's a time of renewal, and winter being the coldest time of year, and bringing back, or the light is coming back, returning to longer days, some more productive, and it's just what you resonate with is what you're going to feel in your heart. And if there's something that you're not understanding, there's plenty of information out there to look at, and I have something in front of me that I'm looking at, but I want to talk about the darkest day of the year, the shortest day of the year, which was yesterday, 12/21, which was also a mirror day, 12/21. And I talked on that a little bit yesterday, and but it's about renewal. So you have death, the ending of certain things, and then the transition and the renewal into something new. So new life. What are you starting? What are you ending? Where are you going? What are your plans? So thinking about those things, staying positive, staying in the light, doing your research, asking the right questions, right? So that's how we learn. That's how we learn. And reading about it, meditating on it, going within, finding that inner strength so that you can progress forward and do those things that you feel is best for you and your family. But really, it starts with you, and this is a time for new beginnings. So you can reflect back on this past year or years ago and think about all the things that maybe you've accomplished, right? And think about your experiences over life. What worked for you? What didn't work for you? What no longer serves you? So this is about a renewal, and just letting go and preparing for what's ahead. But put forth that intention so that you can accomplish what you're aiming for. So, summer solstice is popular celebration in, why did I say summer? Well, there's summer solstice, which is in June, right around the same time of the month, June 21st. But I'm talking about winter solstice, so my apologies. I think it's summer solstice somewhere. Okay. Anyways, in ancient Europe, particularly Stonehenge, the monuments are aligned to the solstice, when during sunrise and then sunset, and how the light shines through those stones, and then suggesting rituals to welcome that returning sun. And the days ahead that will lengthen over time, little by little, until we reach our peak. Longest day of the year here in the northern hemisphere is going to be summer solstice. So then that's the return of the days start to become shorter and shorter after that date, up until December 21st, winter solstice. And I really like the longer days. Where I live, the sun during the summertime doesn't set until sometimes 8:30 at night. And so that's nice because we have all that light throughout the day. And I know during the winter time, it sets at 5:30. And that's 3 hours less of light that, we get during the summer months, spring, summer, and then it starts to fade in the fall for us here in Florida. But some cultural examples besides Stonehenge, the Hopi tribe, they celebrate Soyal. Hang on. Okay. The Hopi tribe has their ceremony, goodness, to welcome the Kachina spirits and the sun's return. So this involves singing, dancing, and gift giving. So every ethnicity, ethnic group, every, I think, tribal nation within the Native Americans has a different ceremony that they have been doing for many, probably thousands of years. In Japan, there is something called toji, and that's bathing in aromatic yuzu fruit baths. That's to ward off illness and bring good fortune. So that would be kind of cool to do. Anyways, Scandinavia, the Yule, you've heard of the Yule log. So feasting with Yule logs, drinking mead, and storytelling to encourage the sun's brightness. Have you ever had mead? I've had it one time, and it was really good. It was all different organic berries and herbs and a few different things, leaves from different herbal plants, and it was really good. That was several years ago that I tried that, though. Never did get the recipe for that, but I do have a friend who knows how to make it, so maybe I'll have to give her a call. Maybe I'll have her on the show sometime. Not that I don't even think this is a show. It's just me talking. Okay. So in today's age, more modern practices of bringing in summer solstice. I keep going there. Winter solstice. I must have summer on the brain because it does get chilly here in Florida. You guys up north where it's like if you're in Alaska or Canada or New York or somewhere far north, Montana, I understand it's freezing cold up there. And I have lived up north before, and that wind goes through every layer you have on, and it just goes right through you. It's like you can't even feel your face from that wind blowing. It's like and it feels like your eyeballs are freezing. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful to be where I'm at. But I'm born and raised here too. So, it to me, 50 degrees is cold. So, um, anyways, please forgive me for thinking it's cold here when it's beyond freezing wherever you are. So, forgive me for that. All right. Anyways, let me stop with this winter solstice talk. There is plenty of information on the internet about this, and I've always known it to be the shortest day of the year, and we're bringing back the return of the sunlight, which in Florida, it's probably 98% sunny days throughout the year. So yes, I like it when it rains here. I actually love it when it rains here. I know it's early in the day and I haven't even started my day yet. I'm just drinking my coffee, and just wanted to talk about today being winter solstice and the return of the light here in the northern hemisphere. So I thought the appropriate card deck to pull from today would be the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. I don't know if you can see that. I always like to show you guys whatever deck I am using, and then that way the artist gets credit. Maybe they see the video, I don't know. But anyway, so this is by Denise Linn, the Sacred Forest Oracle, and this is the little guidebook that comes with the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these, and also the artist who designed, who did all the artwork here, his name is Scott Bridenthal. So, but the cards are by Denise Linn. All right, so let me shuffle these, and we'll pull something. Usually just pull one card, and it seems to go with whatever it is I'm talking about. And maybe it would be almost completely different, but maybe some part of it will kind of go with the conversation here. All right, so let me shuffle these. Okay, the very first card that flew out of the deck, Spirit Guardian of Summer, and it's about expansion. And this is card number 37. How funny is that? So I kept saying summer solstice. I don't know. Let me see if something else comes up. But we can talk about that, and then I'll, if something else flies out, we'll touch on that as well. This is too funny. It's not even, well, summer's coming, and summer is down there in the southern hemisphere, so maybe this will resonate with you guys down there. Okay, well, this is another one that flew out, literally, called Butterfly Spirit, and this is about transformation, and this is card number 8. So we have 2. Okay, the first card I'm going to read about is Spirit Guardian of Summer. So this is on expansion. I really feel like, just from the image, it looks to me like it could be a peach tree or quite possibly an orange tree, but oranges typically are this time of year here in Florida. And that's when they're ripest, and you can pick them and eat them right off the tree. For those of you here in Florida, I don't even know what happened to all of our orange groves. It's just like they disappeared, and that's within the last, I don't know, 10, 20 years, maybe 10 years. It just seems like they're no longer here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody out there knows. Okay, so Spirit Guardian of Summer, and again, it talks about expansion. So what are we developing? What are we creating? What are we doing to grow, right? And I should say, I feel like, and this resonates with me, with my food forest plan, right? And it's slow right now because of the season here, and I'll start planting again in spring. But when we plant seeds and we nurture those seeds, water them, fertilize, be gentle with them, right? Let them develop into those seedlings, into the sprouts, into the plant, and maybe even that tree, that fruit-bearing tree. You all understand, I think, from watching me, those of you who do watch me, you know that I have this food forest dream, okay? And I don't want it to be out of control, but I want it to be bountiful, and because I want to be able to share what I have. And I have this, and I know this is a side note, but I have this very established mulberry tree. I mean, it's pretty tall. I can't get to those berries that are way up on the top. So the birds come and they get the fruit, so they get to eat, and the squirrels. So whatever I can't get, nature gets. And to me, I feel like, okay, I planted this tree that I got from my mom from a cutting, and it's pretty well established. I want to say it's probably 16 years old. Yeah, the tree. I would say it's been in my backyard for 16 years. So it's pretty well established. And after Hurricane Ian a few years ago, it really messed up a lot of stuff. And it messed up the fruiting, the time of year that my mulberry tree fruits, because that storm hit at the end of September, and it just I don't know what it did. It did some messed up stuff. But it kind of it threw the fruiting, the time of year that mulberry tree fruits, which is typically March, April, for me, that I've noticed over the years. Always March, April, around Easter, and you go out there and you're looking for the dark purple berries. Those are the ripest ones. They're sweet. They're juicy. Your fingers turn purple. If you smash them, well, I don't do that, but if you smash them, my kids do, into your face, you got purple all around your mouth. Anyways, it's fun, and it's just whatever. I'm not gonna. Okay, so, but this whole thing on expansion, planting those seeds, nurturing them, watching them grow, protecting them, right, from the elements, which thankfully I still have my mulberry tree, but that storm really did some. And then the storms we had a couple of years ago, Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, which the eye of Hurricane Milton went right over Sarasota, over Siesta Key and Sarasota. And so anybody south of the eye got a lot of, I believe, water damage. And it devastated a lot of the barrier islands that are out there. Really, a lot of people lost their homes, and I'm just grateful that I am where I am. And so growth and expansion, fruiting, harvesting would be fall, but just being able to go outside and see your results, see everything that you have planted, and watching these plants grow as you nurture them along, and then being able to pick the fruit from those trees and enjoy it, right? Maybe you have enough to share with others. Maybe you have enough to make a pie. I don't know. But anyways, it's about abundance and growth, right? Okay, so Spirit Guardian of the Summer, and I am finally reading from this book. In the sacred forest, the spirit guardian of summer has arrived. Large clumps of purple berries hang heavy on the vine. The apple trees are laden with shining, ripe red fruit. The droning of bees fills the forest. The grass is high. The forest is alive with the heady scent of flowers. Wasn't I kind of just talking about the fruit and the berries and being able to pick those? And anyways. All right. Vitality, health, success, abundance, healing, and passion are expanding in your life. However, you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. The energy of summer is the energy of working with passion in the direction of your dreams. Give it everything you've got, and immense reward will follow. Do not sit on the sidelines. Work hard, play hard. Your labor will pay off. So that's what I feel to help all of us grow and achieve those goals that we have for ourselves. We want to expand. We want to show that, yes, we can do this, and we have done this, and keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward for yourself, not for anybody else, for you, because only you can do this. Okay, we can't expect somebody else to do it for us. We have to do it, right? All right, so if you hold back and repress what you feel during this time, you will become drained and your spirit will wane. This is not the time to take care of everyone else. This is a time to step forward with passion and delight. You'll be glad that you did. the most earth energy is available to us during the summer season. It is when we can access the greatest amount of sunlight and spiritual light so that the power of the sun can pour into our hearts. So don't hold back. Keep pushing forward. Take positive steps to create your harvest, your dream, right? And that way you'll be able to enjoy what you have sown, right? And stay positive and be mindful, okay? All right, so that was my take, a lot from the book, but also my take on this energy. Spirit guardian of summer, and it has to do with expansion. So there's that. And then the butterfly spirit is about transformation. So right now, here in the north, it's cold and the days are shorter. We have less light, but since yesterday, we will start to have more and more light coming all the way through to the summer solstice, which is in June. And I think that's why that summer card came out, because I kept talking about summer. And excuse me. Okay, so this is butterfly spirit transformation. So in this card is a fairy with butterfly wings. And she's inside, standing inside like a giant clamshell with a pearl behind her. Maybe is this her throne? Is this where she sits and waits to help those who are going through maybe difficult times and or challenging times to get to the other side of that hurdle? And maybe but anyways, that's what I'm seeing. So I have a family of cardinals that live in the tree that I'm looking at outside here. And every now and then the male cardinal will perch himself almost like he's looking in my window. So I always feel like that's maybe my grandmother watching from the other side. My grandmother, she was, well, all of my grandparents are gone, but my grandma Audrey, she was an artist, and her favorite bird was the cardinal. And I have a story to share before I start reading this. One day, and this was shortly after she crossed over, and I'm sitting in my car in the driveway. I just put it in park, and the windows were up, and this female cardinal came, and she had perched herself on the side mirror on the outside, and she kept like hopping up and then down, and like she was looking at herself. Well, she had a mulberry from my tree, and it's like she was taking that berry in her beak and doing a design on the window, on the mirror, like she was painting a picture. And I kid you not, I felt my grandmother right then and there in that moment, as if she was telling me everything's okay and everything is going to be okay. So don't worry about me, because everything is fine over here. And, I felt very strongly too that she was letting me know how much she cares about me and my kids and how much love she has for us. So that was maybe a month or two after she passed away. That was several years ago though. Why did I just share that with all of you? Anyways, transformation. Good Lord. Maybe she was telling me things are really great on the other side of this veil, which I believe that they are. So I strongly feel there is life after life. We say death. Death is about the ending of one thing and the beginning of something new. So, life after life. All right. Butterfly spirit. In the sacred forest, you can hear their approach before they arrive. Listen. It's the songs of butterflies. Their melody trails behind them in ribbons of luminescent lights as their delicate gossamer wings flutter in a kaleidoscope of sound, color, and delight. Magic is afoot. I don't know what's up with my hair today. Okay. You receive this card when you are in the process of change. Well, we are in winter solstice, so that's about change, renewal, right? Bringing in the light, longer days ahead. Bountiful harvest is ahead. Whatever we put forth with good and positive effort will return to us. Okay. So you receive this card when you are in the process of change. Old structures, beliefs, and ideas are falling away to be replaced with vitality and new pathways. Soon you'll be seeing the world in a fresh way. You're at the beginning, in the middle, or at the completion of an enormous transformation in your life. Don't hold on to old structures and limited ways of thinking. Even if it looks as if you're in murky waters and things feel confusing, and even if it seems that everything is dissolving around you, this is only the clearing that occurs just before rebirth. It's all for your highest good. Remember, you are safe as these changes occur around you. And I really feel that. I really believe that. Okay. The butterfly is a powerful metaphor for transformation. You know what else is a powerful metaphor for transformation? Dragonflies. If you guys like dragonflies, that's another one. I mean, I love butterflies, but dragonflies to me, they're so cool. Okay. Plus they look like a cross, right? So, all right. So the butterfly is a powerful metaphor for transformation. For it to gain its wings, the caterpillar must weave a chrysalis and then completely dissolve into a kind of liquid soup before returning into the shape of a butterfly. That sounds pretty gruesome. Okay. Enzymes dissolve all of its tissues before it metamorphoses into something completely different. So relax into the changes You are bringing vibrant energy into the world. So I guess with my experience in nursing and working with plastic surgeons, when these patients go through their surgeries and they have a complete body transformation, that's what I think of when I think of this. So you have your physical form shaping because you've done the work. And these patients that I have seen and witnessed, and that's all I'm going to say, their transformations, because they have put forth that effort to get in shape, eat healthier, lose the weight, work out, put muscle back on their bodies, drop the pounds, lose the fat, regain their bodies. They're getting their bodies back. Maybe they need help because they have, things that they can't get rid of. And I absolutely commend these people for doing what they have done to help themselves, because it's all about you. And just like the women and men that I have cared for, they're doing it for themselves, not for anyone else, because they want to look good and they want to feel good, and they want to feel good by looking good. So if you can do it, hats off to you. I'm not afraid of it. I've seen enough, and the surgeons that I work with are amazing, and when I can, believe me, I will. So but there are things that need to be done, right? So we need to, all of us, myself included, adhere to a healthier lifestyle, right? And I mean, I don't drink and I don't do, drugs or anything like that. But just by being more active, going to the gym, working out, taking a walk, going for a swim. If you have a pool, or if you go to a gym that has a heated pool, do it. If you can do it, do it. If you can't, maybe you can do something else. Maybe you can, wherever you're at, even if it's something very small, like maybe drink more water, right? It's important that we're hydrated. Maybe if you can do it, maybe you start wearing these little patches, which are going to help you. In fact, these little patches really do tremendous amounts of good for many different people. Maybe that's something you can do. And if this is something you're interested, my link is in the description, and my link will be underneath this video in the description as well. Now I am running a promotion on my own. So if you sign up in Lifewave with me with an advanced kit or higher, then I will give you a complimentary Reiki session. And we can schedule that at any time. But my promo is running just a couple more days, so until December 24th. And then maybe next year I'll do it again. I don't know. So anyways, back to the, let me finish this. So the spirit of the butterfly says, the past is behind you. Everything is changing. It's time to launch a new cycle, a new project. With care, miracles can abound. There we go. With care, miracles can abound. Now, we have to care for ourselves first, just like when we're on the plane and the flight attendants are up there and the oxygen mask, they're doing that demonstration with the oxygen mask. Put it on yourself first before putting it on others around you who need help. You have to stay alert before you can help others. You have to be responsible for yourself first before you can be responsible for others, right? So I don't know if this resonates with anybody out there. If it does, please put a comment or a like or something. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I'm not here to please everyone. I'm not here to please anyone. I'm just here because I'm here. So if you like it, then that's great. And I appreciate your likes and your comments. And if you have something negative to say, whatever, to each his own. We all have our opinions, and we all have busy lives. So I have to start my day, and I will see you guys the next time. Thank you.